What's going on, everyone? My name is Tim. Welcome to Discord Friday. So today we're going to be going over a couple of pictures. It's been slowing down over on Discord. Not too many people posting pictures. I'm trying to get new pictures, new people up and trying to help people. So before we get to the first one, guys, if you could subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, leave comments, and I would be honored if you could share my content with one of your coworkers. I'd really appreciate it. All right, so the first picture I want to look at is D Money's. I recently had somebody say to me, when is the proper time to use a slip sheet? Well, right here, we got the proper time to use a slip sheet. If these cases are what I think they are, they got like a waxy top, they dip in. They are not a very strong box top, and adding this slip sheet is adding a lot of stability to this case and to this row. These oils, they're heavy and they're all concentrated in, tall box. So you got more weight concentrated in one area because it's more like a square, and it would sink right into this box. So very proper time to use a slip sheet. Also, we're level. All right. We got a level layer, and that is, so you want to be level or dang near level. I can't stand seeing cases like this, and then we got slip sheets, and we got like the slip sheet doing a wave. In my opinion, you need to build better. I'm not trying to be rude, but if you're putting a slip sheet on a layer that's got cases all like this, and you're just got to whatever. I disagree with it. All right, so the next palette we're going to look at is Big Daddy James. We're actually going to look at the front of this and then the side of it. The reason why I put this up, I mean, it's a very well built palette, obviously. I like how we doubled up our plastic. If you have to use plastic in the warehouse and you're building a lot of heavy product on these plastic pallets, they like to bend. So doubling them up. I've seen quite a few of you guys doing this. It's a very smart thing to do. Double up those plastic pallets so they don't bend. The reason why I put this up there is because look how simplistic we keep this. Like picture this even up in produce being all lettuces and stuff like that. People overcomplicate things. These bottom layers, people will call them stack them. Guys, when you could easily tie in layers like this, and we're going to look at the side picture right now, when you could easily tie in layers like this, you want to tie it in. It is not that difficult to do this. You could throw these bottom sections in no time flat and have it nice and tied in. And this is not column stacking, in my opinion. When you column stack, or when you stack two levels on top of each other, I consider 3 and more column stacking. But these are still tied in, perfectly done. Nothing overcomplicating, just throwing this the way it comes off the pallet, guys. It's that simple when you get these bigger boxes. All right, so now I want to take a look at stacks, stacks over at Discord. Now, I've been trying to get a little insight on how you do this. You say you come down multiple times because these are multiple stores. So you're coming down the store multiple times. There is no way you're getting away with doing this without wrapping and constantly wrapping. So I see you probably right about here wrapping, and then maybe even going up a little bit more. You're probably even tucking your wrap in to keep it handy. And if this column falls, man, you're going to have like 4, 5, 6 of these juices bust open. You're going to have orange juice all over the place. I want you to try something. All right. I want you to try grouping corners together and grouping the middle of your palette together. So on one corner, let's group your juices. On the other corner, let's group all these boxes that match up and group something together on the back. And then if you come down that aisle again and you're getting more juices and more of these boxes, rotate them. All right, so we start with juices, we start with brown boxes. And then if we come back in, we put the brown boxes over here, we put the juices here, because remember what I said, you take 2 of the same box and you rotate them. So we got a juice in a brown box, and then we get a brown box and a juice, you're gonna get level again. I guarantee this whole front of this palette, I would have level, and then I can get all these tomatoes or whatever your produce up here straight across the top. And then the back of the palette, I cannot see it, but I would be doing something very similar to that. Now we got some bigger boxes back there, so you could, column stack those a little bit. You're gonna get more stability with bigger boxes. But these towers of juices, I would never do it. And I guarantee you can make this palette look a lot better. Now with that being said, this is yours. This is also stacks. So basically, you just did it right here. You can build. You can tie in. So picture your red labels here as the juices. Let's put our brown boxes over here. We come back down that aisle. We put the juices over here. We put the brown boxes over here. We're going to be nice and level, and then we could stack those nice tomatoes and everything across. I guarantee not only could you do that, but you have to be moving at a slower speed when you're column stacking like that, because you got to be afraid that your stuff's going to fall over. There's no way that you're driving and that column of juice is not swaying back and forth when it's 15 high going up the side. There's no way. Not to mention, if you would start tying in your stuff the way I'm talking about, your pallet wouldn't be 45 feet high. You would definitely have a lower pallet, maybe by a couple cube, and it'll be enough. I don't know how tall you are, but maybe you won't have to build pallets so high. This is beautifully done. And I want to take a look at your last pallet here. I threw this on there as anytime I see this, if you follow this channel, you should know where I'm going right now with this. And I just told my trainee yesterday the same thing, because he put a case like this in that part of the pallet, and I said, it's nothing ever comes good out of it. Guys, what do we have here? What do I preach on this channel? Strong corners, weak middle. We have a freaking rock of a middle, and we have weak corners. All right, look at the narrow column that we have here, and then we do have, I like what you did here trying to tie this back in, but when you put cases like this in this part of the pallet, we never stop. We did it again up here. It's just nothing ever comes good out of it. So now we have this big solid middle, and we got weak corners. I just wanted to throw this on there. This whole entire section should have been on the back of your pallet, and this whole entire section should have been in the middle of your pallet. From watching my channel, I'm not going to get too involved with that. You guys should know what I'm talking about when with that. I'm going to go back and look for the video that I did, and I'm going to put it in the description below. You guys can click that link if you did not see it. All right, guys, so that's it. I want to end with that. And I do want to say one thing before I ended. When I put this donation thing up here, I literally thought it was going to take months before somebody would donate to me. I actually had a donation on my first day, and it was a very generous donation. And I was like very humbled by it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Guys, have a great day.